Alright, if this video appeared for you, I imagine that you've been on this path for a while. You've done the inner exploration, you've connected with the wisdom, had those moments of awakening, and yet when you look at your life, there's this sense of, is this all connecting in a viable way? You might feel this deep connection or inner knowing, but you're very interested in how to apply all this wisdom in a way that allows you to live a more meaningful, rewarding life while in the matrix game of life. If you're tired of what can sometimes feel like an endless search, and you're ready to finally live in that satisfying, grounded way that is rewarding to you, then I think you'll find this conversation very helpful. It feels like the era of spiritual tourism is complete. Since being enlightened to the knowledge of this game, Matrix, you signed up for, and came here to experience the duality of it, and alchemize and win it, now it's time to master embodiment and manifest your ultimate desires. So a topic that came through that seemed very important to talk about is this tendency that I've noticed and that I've done in my own life of spiritual tourism. It's what can happen when we unintentionally collect spiritual experiences, almost like passport stamps. A meditation retreat here, a workshop there, another book, podcast. We gather all this knowledge and these beautiful peak experiences, but we can remain tourists in the landscape of our own potential. We learn the language of the place, but we never fully move in and become a local, if that makes sense. This is a place where many of us can feel a bit stuck, and it's my viewpoint that manifestation doesn't come from just knowing more. It comes from embodying more. During a spiritual awakening, we become so aware of our old patterns and misalignments, but simply being aware of them isn't the same as transforming them. The tourist observes the culture from the outside. The awakened source player, well, we live it from the inside out. I think the invitation is to stop visiting the feeling of abundance, peace, or love, and to actually choose to build our home there. This is the shift from seeking to embodying. The shift we're exploring here is the beautiful end of the journey outward and the beginning of the journey inward. The constant search for the next teacher or the next technique can unintentionally signal a state of lack, and this belief that the answer is out there and not in here. Embodiment is the paradox. It's the process of bringing your energy and the felt sense of your desire into your physical body now, before you perceive it outside of yourself. It's a full body knowing, a certainty that what you desire is not just possible, but it's inevitable, because on some level, you're just meeting yourself there. This isn't about faking it. It's about remembering that you are an infinite source spark, a naturally magnetic being constantly emitting a frequency that co-creates your life. The question isn't if you are manifesting, but what you are manifesting. By default, many of us manifest from subconscious patterns. Embodiment is the conscious act of choosing your state of being on purpose with your focused intention. Here is 3 perspectives on embodiment that I'm sharing with you. So how do we make this shift in a way that feels grounded? It seems to come through in these 3 core viewpoints. Connect to your source self with clarity. The first invitation is to get really clear on what you truly desire, not just what the ego thinks it wants. So often we chase things, the money, the relationships, because we believe they will give us a certain feeling. And what is that feeling? Is it freedom, security, joy, deep connection? It's my feeling that your source self doesn't care about the brand of the car. It cares about the feeling of limitless freedom. When you connect to the feeling as the energetic frequency of your desires, you open yourself up to the infinite ways for the universe to deliver it, because you can only encounter what resonates with you. And that feeling is your new North Star. The second perspective of embodiment that I'm sharing with you is become the observer of your mind. Your current reality is in many ways a reflection of past thoughts and beliefs. To change your reality, it's helpful to change the source code. This invites you to become the conscious observer of your own mind. Doubts and fears, they are simply the manifestation blockers. When you notice a thought of lack or frustration, I invite you to not fight it. Simply notice it and perhaps say, that's an old story. That's not the frequency I'm choosing to resonate with anymore. This isn't about being toxically positive. It's about remembering your power and recognizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the eternal, internal, the infinite source spark who hears them. Perspective of embodiment number 3. Live as if through inspired action. This is where your embodiment becomes a practical, tangible thing in your life. Living as if simply means you start making choices from the energy of the person who already has what you desire. How would the abundant version of you connect with your finances right now? How would the securely loved version of you show up in your relationships today? This isn't about spending money you don't have. It's about the energy behind your actions. It's choosing to feel wealthy by organizing your wallet, or feeling loved by taking yourself on a beautiful date. This resonant state that leads to inspired action instead of hustling. You'll feel these intuitive nudges and a natural pull, and I invite you to trust those nudges. They are your source self pointing you back to you. Making this shift from seeking to embodying is a practice, not a one-time thing. It's about choosing your new reality moment to moment. If you'd like to explore more of these inner tools and resources, please do feel free and invited to subscribe and share with someone that you think this will be of service to. This is the kind of synchronistic conversation we are having together. The truth is, your dream life isn't out there waiting for you to find it. It's my feeling that it's inside of you waiting for you to become it. The search is over. You don't need more spiritual information. You have all the power. Your body is the bridge to your desired reality. So stop being a tourist in your own life. It is time to be the awakened source player. Start embodying the feelings of your fulfilled desires today, and watch as your physical world reorganizes itself to match the truth of who you have chosen to be. And I'd really like to know what stood out to you in this video. I'd love to hear what's resonating with you. If you found this information beneficial to you, you can say thank you via gift via PayPal, or you can check out my Ko-Fi.com page and see what I'm up to. You've done the inner work, and now it's time to embody its rewards. Abundance, health, prosperity, joy, and good times for you.